Hey collectors, welcome back to Star Wars Collected. If you're new here, I hope you consider sticking around and subscribing. But if you've been here before, I want you to hit that like button if you've missed my videos. Guys, if you follow me on Instagram, which I always encourage you to do, you know what's been going on. A couple life updates here, a little channel update, gonna give you guys some information. I had a son. I had a beautiful baby boy. He was born in October. And kind of when he came, everything kind of stopped, and it's been amazing. It's been wonderful. And his very first plushie is a big Chewbacca, and he's got some Star Wars stuff sprinkled all throughout his nursery. So we are just so excited to have him in our life. But if you know anything about children, you know that they take a lot of your time. So a lot of my free time has now gone into that. But I have really missed working with you guys, making videos and all those things, and showing off things in my collection. It'll be I think 2 or 3 years here in August since I moved, since when I had my full gallery up and running, and I'm in this new beautiful space, and I'm realizing it's very echoey, so I apologize if that's coming through on the audio, but this is one room of 2. And the camera's maybe halfway through the room, so it goes back pretty far too. At the end of this video, I'm going to give you guys a little tour of what I call the dark side and show you a little bit of what's going to be happening on the light side as well, so stay tuned for that. So yes, I had a son. It's been wonderful. It's been amazing. I've also been working on this area for a long time. The kind of goal for getting this mostly put together was October. And we came pretty close as far as the painting and the wiring and the lights and all that stuff. But ever since then, I've been slowly but surely, and a lot more recently, updating things like putting shelves on the wall, wiring in LEDs, things of that nature. So there's some shelving behind you as well. And as you can see, just because I haven't been making videos doesn't mean I've stopped collecting. These are almost all, I think these are all new helmets since I last made a film, and these are not all of them either. So while it's been a couple years since I've had my full collection out on display, and then it's been a few months since I've made stuff, I haven't stopped collecting, as I'm sure you can imagine. So the room that I'm in right now, this is going to be primarily the helmet room, which I know sounds ridiculous, but I have so many helmets and I love helmets that it does kind of require an entire room. So the shelf you see behind me, it goes out further than what you can see on either side. There's shelving around all this place. Again, I'm gonna give you guys a quick little tour here at the end, give you a little taste of what's to come. I wanna get back into making videos, so I can't promise that they're gonna come with any regularity. I don't know what format they're gonna necessarily be in, but I really do miss connecting with you guys, which is why I'm gonna kind of plug my Instagram here. For those of you that follow me on Instagram, I never really left. No one's ever really gone. So I've been giving little updates on there, little snippets of what I've been doing down here, the space. Occasionally when I get a new collectible, I'll take a little shot of that. But guys, I have so much stuff to catch you up on. Like I said, a massive amount of helmets, tons of lightsabers, statues galore. I'm looking at some statues that I've unboxed over here. So many things. So I might have to think of a format of like, once a month, I show you what I collected in that month, or what have you. We'll figure it out. There's probably too much to do. So yes, been building the new gallery space. Had a son, amazing. And I've continued to collect, and we're starting to finish off this space with some wiring and all that nature. And it's looking pretty good. I'm pretty proud of it. And I really want to get back into making videos and connecting with you guys. But again, make sure you're following me on Instagram because we can still connect that way. I've been forging these friendships that I have with you guys on there. Even in my absence, my channel managed to pass a subscription milestone, which is incredible and amazing. And I can't thank you guys enough for coming with me along this journey. I really wish I was going to Star Wars Celebration. It's the first one I'm going to miss since 2019. But I got my baby boy, so we're gonna hang out here instead. So that's kind of the channel update. And let me give you a little tour now that I've kind of figured out how this is all gonna work, of what I'm thinking is gonna go where. And then you guys can hop down in the comments and let me know anything that you might suggest or that you might think is kind of cool. Okay, so let's go on a quick tour of this new space. Audio is not going to be the greatest because I'm not wearing my microphone, so just going to have to rely on the onboard on my Osmo Pocket. But this is what we call the dark side, all right? So this is the wall here that you guys already saw with the helmets on it. I just started putting some helmets up today. There's no rhyme or reason as to what's going where. These are just kind of recent ones that were less dusty. So I decided to start putting those up. I always get the question, but these little stands that I'm using are paper towel holders, stainless steel paper towel holders. If you live in the Central Ohio area, you're never ever gonna find one at TJ Maxx or Marshall's or Home Goods because I buy them all. But if you're anywhere else, they are amazing. They range from like $5 to $10. Highly recommend them. Little collector insider tip, it's great. We've got these kind of cool lights on the ceiling here. Originally they're supposed to be flush mount, but my contractor found that like way too intimidating, so they're on like these little teeny tiny cords just hanging down just a little bit from the ceiling. But I thought they kind of had a cool industrial kind of Death Star look without like screaming Star Wars. Like this is definitely a Star Wars gallery, but I didn't necessarily want it to be like in theme of Star Wars. I wanted to feel kind of like a museum or something like that. So there's going to be some subtle nods here and there to Star Wars, but trying to keep it a little sophisticated. So our shelves have LED lights on the bottom of them. There's also some backlighting going on. Just thought it looked kind of cool. The central area here is probably going to get a rug and a couch, maybe a chair or something, maybe a television over there, something like that. We have some more shelves over there. We have more shelves over here. These ones are already wired. These have their wires right there, ready to go. So those are kind of the last bits I have to do there. And then I have to actually hide the sort of, unsightly power supplies and all that stuff, but that's not gonna be the biggest deal in the world. So this is called the dark side. This is gonna be extremely helmet focused. We might do some full size mannequins right in this area too. And I'm gonna get some UV film to put on these windows. I'm in a lower level. I hate to call it really a basement because it's only partially submerged. The actual earth is probably, I don't know, only like 3 feet up or something. So it's kind of cool because I get some windows, but at the same time, wall space is a premium. And I don't want to, I like having the light come in, but I don't want to damage my collectibles with UV lights. So things to do there. Lighting wise, like I said, I have these. I also have these lights up here. These are from Govee. These can be changed to any color that I want. And I have also this thing which I've almost hit my head and through it multiple times. These are like little recessed lights. That one just needs to go up. And the other one needs to have its color temperature changed. Okay, that's the dark side. Up here we've got a little control panel. These control different lights, little vents and power, all that stuff. Going around this area, this is kind of the biggest nod to Star Wars that you have, kind of putting these little corner notches in places. And there's also this LED strip that runs all the way around. I'm not going to show it to you yet. I'm going to save that for like a final reveal when this place actually looks great. Right in front of me right here, this is a glass wall that moves. So over here is a pocket, and all 3 of these panels will go into that pocket if I wanted to. So I can have this room when I'm filming or watching television or something like that. I can close it off, have it be something a little bit separate, or if I want it to all feel the same, then I can come over and I can retract them all into the wall or go the other way, but it doesn't really matter. So we're gonna pop this open here. So as clean as this side is, this side's still a mess. So kind of the staging area. There's some Star Wars stuff over here as well. We've got some statues and stuff like that down here, some stormtrooper body parts, as well as just some random things, 3D printers and things of that nature, a mattress, Back in this corner over here is going to be a guest room someday. Right now, which you will probably not be able to see very well, it is floor to ceiling boxes of Star Wars stuff. So all that in there has to come out here. In this area though, we've got some really fun ideas. So this wall right here, this wall is going to get 3 IKEA Pax wardrobes, ones that are about 23 inches deep, and those are going to store mostly I think my MYC ships, Love those statues. I want them front and center. So a lot of the big ships or something like that are gonna go in this area here. And then over there, 3 more PAX wardrobes, slightly less wide, but just as deep. And then those are gonna house probably all of my Sideshow premium format statues, things of that nature. What I have to figure out still is where are the lightsabers going, other 1-to-1 scale props, things like that. Now I have a wall back here. There's like a little access panel down there that I'm gonna probably use to store boxes underneath. And I also have this big wall right here, as well as this wall over there. So more possibilities. Haven't completely figured out where everything's gonna go yet. But this room also has the same lighting that we saw in the other rooms. 3 of them in here. And in the middle here, you can see a whole bunch of boxes of, I don't know, probably Star Wars stuff, right? And then out here, which is wild, you have to get around the mattress. This is where I've been storing some other boxes, some armor, some Hot Toy stuff in there. And then for those of you who know, you know, the helmet collection has been sitting out here just waiting, unfortunately collecting dust. So everything that's out here is going to need to be dusted off, and then we can bring it back into the actual clean area. What that room is interesting. The house is kind of cool and interesting. We call it the atrium. There's actually like a little hot tub in there, so kind of like a little spa type area. There's a Gamorrean guard and Vader on the throne. So like I said, guys, even though it's been a while since I've made a video, I have absolutely not stopped collecting. And at this point, I don't really even know completely what my collection looks like because it's been so long since it's been out. So I'm literally looking forward to opening boxes, putting things out, figuring out what goes together, what doesn't. Do I put only helmets in here? Over there, like if I have an NYC ship and say I have a Y-Wing, do I put a Y-Wing helmet next to that? Kind of create like a little vignette. These are the type of questions that I would love to hear your guys' opinion on down in the comments. So let me know, do you like it completely specific to like all the helmets are here, all the lightsabers are here, or do you kind of like these like kind of little vignettes of like, this is Luke Skywalker. So there's a statue of Luke Skywalker, there's maybe like one of his lightsabers, and I don't know, some other prop that maybe goes along with Luke. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think. All right, collectors, well there you have it. That is the kind of gallery tour, gallery 2.0 if you will. There's still a ton of work to do. A lot of my helmets and things like that have some dust on them, so I need to make sure I clean them before I bring them in here and all of that nature. But it just feels good to be back, and I'm hoping I'll be back with some regularity. And like I said, if you guys like Hot Toys, you like helmets, you like lightsabers, you like Sideshow statues, any of that stuff, if that's what you're into, you're in the right spot. Make sure you subscribe. And again, make sure you're following me on Instagram because then you don't miss anything. All right, guys, thanks so much. See ya.